I'm now joined by the head coach of the Greensburg Salem Golden Lions girls basketball team, Rick Klimchock. His team entering the 4A playoffs with a record of 14-8 overall, 6-6 in section play. And first off, Rick, congratulations. I know at this point you don't ever take for granted getting to the postseason. What's the excitement like for your young ladies?
Oh, that's terrific. You know, we had a watch today, a watch party at 3:00, and we practiced afterwards. The girls were so excited, so pumped up to hear Dawn Rebel and the crew talking about the playoffs, the seeding. We're excited. It's a Westmoreland County battle. We're fired up about playing Bell Vernon, who we know really well. We haven't really played them, in section play the last year or so, but we know them really well from middle school and summer leagues, etc. So we're excited about the matchup.
And to get to this point, you had a really, really good start to this season. And I know that you had a long winning streak that spanned through December. Ultimately, once you got to section, you played some really good teams. And I think we'll get to how respected your section was when we talk about the seeding. But how do you feel like you're maybe battle tested heading into the postseason?
Oh, you know what? I can think of two games that were heartbreakers for us and probably cost us a home court. We had leads with 2 minutes to go against a really good Highlands team and a really good Knock team at our place within the last few weeks. Just couldn't close the games out. And those are two really good teams. And in our team right now, we lost 5 seniors last year. We had Kate back, Kate Mankins, who's one of the great players in our league. We have her back, but she missed most of last year with an injury. And the only 2 girls that played a little bit last year for me were Reagan Kerr and Ashley Smith. So we thought we'd be in a rebuild this year, got off to a great start, and we fought like heck in our section. But our section was pretty tough. Every night was a battle, for sure.
Well, I want to talk about Mankins because she had what was a pretty significant injury last year. And, a lot of people could say, oh, she'll be back and just fine the next year. But it's not that easy. The fact that she was able to come back and make such an impact, what does that say about her and the amount of preparation she had to put in?
She did a great job in the offseason. We saw her over the summer, like relentlessly in the gym, and she did a lot of personal training with her fitness and her speed. She did a lot of work with that. Her agility, it really improved. And we played 22 games. She had 14 doubles, averaging 14.9 and 10.7. That's pretty good numbers to throw out every night when you are the kind of the focal point of every team's. When they play us, their first goal is to stop Kate.
I mentioned that your section, I think, got a lot of respect with the seeding. So you end up getting the 9 seed, but North Catholic gets the 2nd seed. You mentioned Knock and Highlands. They are 5 and 6, respectively. Did you kind of get the feeling that your section would get that respect? And how did you react to the number 9 seed that you received?
Well, you know what? Knock is really tough defensively and well coached. And Highlands has 4 terrific perimeter players, and North goes without saying. You just see what North did this weekend to beat up Oakland. You know what I mean? So you know how good North is. So, but in all those games, North kind of got away from us in our place the second half. But every game in our league, we were like right there. We were like on the edge of beating teams. We just couldn't quite close the deal. But we knew our league was good because hey, I know North and not North, Knock and Highlands went into a lot of that 5A league with Meyers and Hampton and those teams, and they beat them all up. So I mean, it's a tough league. No, every it's great. A lot of good coaches.
So you get the number 9 seed. Now, a few years ago, 8-9, you figured it's really not too much of a difference with the seeding. But the significance now is that means the 8 seed gets the home game. So you have to travel to Bell Vernon area. Does that add a little bit of a wrinkle?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think when I was at Jeanette all those years, I ever had to travel to any like Beaver County sites when they were 5 minutes away and I was an hour away? So going to Bell Vernon, I mean, it's the home gym for them, but it's 25 minutes, 30 minutes down the road. So we're excited for the matchup. I mean, it isn't a home game, but it's in Westmoreland County, and that's what I'm excited about. 2 Westmoreland County teams. And if you know me, Sean, I'm Westmoreland County proud the whole way, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. We love that about you. So what's key to have success against the Leopards?
Well, first of all, we know their personnel pretty well. I do, and a lot of our kids do. I mean, Ashlyn Price she plays, who's had a great year for us. 10 points, four assists, 4 rebounds a game. Had a great year as a junior. She plays AAU ball with Tessa Rodriguez and with Jenna Dawson. She knows those kids really well, and we've battled them in middle school back in 7th and 8th grade, so we know them pretty good. And I love Coach Slagus. She's really a great coach and a great role model for those kids. We know them pretty well. They're going to present some problems for us because they have some really good guards and some really good outside shooting. And our kind of thing is our size. We have pretty good size that we can throw at them. So it'll be a contrast to styles a little bit.
Lastly, I know that it's a little bit different to get to the playoffs than the regular season games. You said you don't have a ton of experience from a year ago when your team did make the playoffs. So for these players who are experiencing it for the first time, what's your message?
I'm so excited for them. Savor the moment. Like we talked about today and said, hey, half the teams in the WPIAL aren't playing right now. You are. It's the second season. Hey, you win a playoff game. There hasn't been a playoff game won in Greensburg Salem in probably at least a dozen years. So you have an opportunity to do something really, really special. And I really like this team a lot. I'm no spring chicken, Sean. I'm 66 years old, but I have juice every day in the gym, and they're giving it right back to me. And that's why I love coaching this group.
Well, Rick, thanks so much for taking the time. Congrats on making the playoffs and good luck going forward.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Sean. God bless.